スポンサーボーナスがなんて書いてるかわからん。スーパーコンバーティブ、なんだそれ。調べますと。なんだこれ。超投資 100%。 言ってる意味が全くわからん。フォーカスの方は、ベストヤングライダープラス 100%。わからん。ヤングライダーの方がいいな。じゃあクライマーから。アンロックされてると。まあ著名な選手は大体軒並みアンロックされてるんですかね。これ何をしていけばそのアンロックが解除されるのか全く分かってないですけど、今のところ。まあやってるうちに分かるでしょうということで、はい。クライマーか。もうこの辺アンロックじゃんな。なんかなんて読むかわかんないやつチームに入れたくないっていう。ベルベケ合ってんのかな。どこの人かわかんないけど、このギブソンっていうのはなかなかいいですね。あ、ちゃうねん。 ベローナかハンセン。これはベローナですね。クライマーをベローナ。パンチャーかな。パンチャー2名。1人を若手ではなくところから拾っていきましょうかね。真剣に迷うな。でヤングライダーから1人、キャンティキャンティかな。25歳、まだ若いうちね。スプリンター。 速度ね。文句なしでワーグナー。マーティネリー。多目的スプリンター2枚のパンチャーってことはクライマーか。クライマー欲しいな。31歳コーレンいいね。ハゲてるけど、パンチャーが欲しいからザ・器用貧乏のトムソン君。ミッション、20位以内ジェネラルクラスファクションインビテーションクリテリウム・ドゥ・ドゥ・フィネ。20位以内でゴールするとクリテリウム・ドゥ・ドゥ・フィネに出れると。でレースに勝つとラグジュアリーチームメンバーズアンロック。なるほど。ニューオポネンツ・イン・ザ・トリプティック。わかんねえわ。とりあえず12万ユーロを獲得するために、頑張れってことですね。
Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely.
4級山岳か。
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. For this stage, which is in the form of a circuit, it's a safe bet that the sprinters will do their utmost to cross the line in front on their second visit to Precojo, the end of this flat stage.
これ難易度1個上げたから結構きついかな。アマチュアでしかやったことねえ。無謀だったかな。
Things are livening up at the head of the peloton.
His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish.
2名が逃げてるね。
Breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
Attempt at a counter-attack.
これ実況が分かるんだったらもっと面白いんでしょうね。
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
ちょっと隙間を縫って、順位っていうか、ポジションを上げていきましょう。
The first climb of the day is classified as 4th category. There will be 1 point that goes towards the mountain standings.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
ちょっとカチューシャに使わせてもらいましょう。
He's a very explosive rider on short climbs, but is not really at ease in the high mountains. He's a very good puncher who also rides very well on the flat. He's primarily a teammate ruler, even if he's not too bad on a sprint.
He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The front of the race is going through Precoja. On the second trip, it will be the finishing line for the stage. The breakaway is losing ground.
His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint.
The intermediate sprint is approaching. The first 10 riders score points towards the green jersey. The first will pocket 10 points.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady.
It doesn't seem to be a good day for him. He's being distanced.
The riders are now entering the feed zone. They will be able to pick up something to eat.
His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
The next climb is classified as 4th category. That means 1 point to be earned for the first rider to the top.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
逃げとのタイム差を縮めたい。
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton.
The final climb of the day will soon be upon us. After this final 4th category climb, there will be 20 kilometers to the finish. Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap.
結構微妙ですね。逃げ切りかこれ。3名。
Last time checked with a breakaway, 1 minute.
うーん、45秒。お、いたぞ。
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
いたけど限界近えな。でこっからのダウンヒルでどれだけ頑張れるか。ちょっと体力も温存しておきたいし、上りフィニッシュですね。ラスト10キロ。
The race leaders have entered the last 10 kilometers. Their chances of winning seem very slim given their lead over the peloton.
前にいる。捕まりそうで捕まらない。いやー、まあ14秒。ラスト5キロのフラムルージュ。捕まえた。
Only 3 kilometers left. It's a bunched peloton that will fight it out for victory.
Last kilometer, you've got to sprint.
うわ、加速力が半端じゃね
Watch out. You're not going to be able to keep up this pace for very long. You risk a blow-up.
まあこのレベルでも勝ってるか。
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. Here is today's stage winner. Congratulations to him. He really will. He is in spark. He's amongst the. He tops the stand.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites.
おっと、おお。
Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today there's a
タイムトライアルか。短いな随分。
The last rider to set off in this individual time trial is on the starting ramp. A few more seconds until he goes. Come on, let's give him a big hand.
Come on, it's a short time trial. Must hit the right tempo as soon as possible. Go, go! Stick to the tempo! Watch out, right hand bend. After the left-hand bend, you will come to a rising false flat. Don't push it too hard. Flat out now. It's downhill almost to the finish. Save something for the last kilometer, which climbs. The next bend turns left. Go, go! Come on! It's almost over! Go! Right to the end!
タイムトライアルむずい。
He is in sparkling form and you can clap. We can say that...
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong.
1秒差。いや次のステージがどんな感じかだよな。
It's the final stage, guys. The profile is special.
一
With one
級
major
かよ。
difficulty that should decide between the climbers. The scenario looks...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We should witness a one-climb race today. The teams of the favourites should manage affairs up to the foot of the Montagne de Lure, from where the front-runners will fight it out to the stage ring.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
He's trying to bridge the gap. The first climb is set close to the start. It should allow the baroudeurs to launch the early breakaway.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
One minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. He likes to climb at his own pace. He doesn't handle accelerations very well, but on the flat, once on his way, he's a big ruler.
追いかけてきてるな。
is not very steep, barely 4%, but it's long enough to favor a breakaway by riders with some climber qualities. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited. He's a good climber puncher over any kind of obstacle. He could be labelled as a puncher, but is also good in the mountains. However, his top speed can be described as lethargic. He's able to come up trumps on the flat, on short climbs or on mountain passes. But if he's one of two rises at the finish, it's best not to count on him.
He's virtually taken the white jersey from us.
He's a very explosive rider on short climbs, but is not really at ease in the high mountains. The first king of the mountain summit is classified as a category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top. He's a good puncher. You must keep a close eye on him on short climbs. He's a good climber. He has ambitions for the polka dot jersey.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
It's primarily a teammate rouleur, even if he's not too bad on a sprint. The first rider in the intermediate sprint will earn 20 points towards the green jersey.
First riders have reached the intermediate sprint. He's punctured his front wheel. His teammates will wait for him. He's their leader. It doesn't seem to be a good day for him. He's being distanced. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint.
Continue.
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The gap isn't changing much.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
Allez, vas-y, continue, continue.
Continuez comme ça.
It's the polka dot jersey who took the last climb. He's widening the gap in the climber standings.
The feed zone is in sight for the head of the race. Riders will be able to pick up some nourishment.
Yes, there's not a lot going on. The tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap.
The next difficulty is listed as a Category 4.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The riders up front have a 1-minute lead on the favourites group. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first 2 to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
"30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey.
For now, he's the virtual yellow jersey. Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
Here we are at the foot of the Montagne de Lure, with a little more than 15 kilometers of climbing. The favourites for the general classification will have ample opportunity to gorge each other and attack to create gaps. Watch out, there's an attack. The climb is ranked as first category. There will therefore be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point for the best climber jersey at the top of the Montagne de Lure.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Virtually taken the white jersey from us.
Watch out, there's an attack. He's attacking.
He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standing. He takes the virtual lead of the overall standing. Change of leader in the overall youth standing.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leader.
The front man will soon be under the red pennant. He should manage to win.
He is in sparkling form and...
We had no real ambitions for the classification at this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. We had no real ambition. Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today you are faced with a rare exercise that will delight pure climbers, an uphill prologue. It's a prologue that can... We had no real ambitions for the classification at this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties. But be on your guard as the wind can lead to bordures. Normally, we'd put a cross through this stage. But with the wind, the outcome is unclear. It's up to us to seize the opportunity for a good result. Have a good stage.
Hello everyone. Transition stages are often too hastily pigeonholed. Against expectations, they can sometimes shake up the heavyweights of the peloton. Riders will therefore have to be alert, particularly when crossing the Rhone Valley where the wind may increase the chances of gorges. The plot for this stage will be in the hands of the sprinters, who will seek to encourage a sprint finish. Apart from the wind, there's not much to spice up today's action.
The yellow jersey has got his team riding early to manage the time gap.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. He's gone down. His teammates will no doubt wait for him. Flat stages. Little wonder that they're not shown in their entirety on TV.
The breakaway is approaching the intermediate sprint. It will be played out in Coustelet. The first 15 riders score points towards the green jersey.
His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway is losing ground.
He's the new leader of the overall youth standings. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Ten kilometers from the finish for the leaders. It's going to be complicated. I'll follow any attack. The gap is decreasing, guys. The Pelican should be there for the stage win. Kilometers for the breakaway. It'll be tight for the stage victory.
Bunched peloton. The sprint is primed, and they're off. The sprinters are launched.
Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage today. Finishing in the top 5, even though the stage didn't suit us, is extremely satisfying. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today's stage is likely to stir the ambition of numerous riders. While the final stretch towards Chalmazel is demanding, it is not selective enough to interest just the pure climbers. The punchers could very well join the final battle. He was itching to have a go. He's already on the attack. A counter-attack already. The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves. The mountains really aren't his thing. He's more of a puncher ruler with a good finish, if in a small group.
The yellow jersey has got his team riding early to manage the time gap.
He's a pure ruler. who relies on his power to tip the scales. Anyway, he doesn't have much choice given his qualities as a sprinter.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. This stage must be a part of his objectives, because his teammates are already managing the time gap. In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings. In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification.
The next King of the Mountain summit will bring 5 points to the rider who is first over the top.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
There's not much going on. Isn't there someone who wants to liven up the race with an attack? The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
The first rider in the intermediate sprint will earn 20 points towards the green jersey.
The breakaway is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
The breakaway is managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
The yellow jersey was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Change of leader in the overall youth standings. The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb. To do our utmost to score points if we don't want to fall behind on the climber standings. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
The lead riders have finished with the Côte de Saint-Georges-en-Cousin. They still have 7 kilometers of flat tarmac before starting the final climb.
From the finish, guys. Stay well placed to be able to tackle for the final short climb in a good position. Last kilometer. Come on, guys! We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a time... Hello and welcome to all. It's a stage for the bold today. Too difficult for pure sprinters, not selective enough for the favourites. The baroudeurs should have the opportunity to shine on the roads leading to Cannes. The riders will soon be in the thick of it with the Côte de Saint-Léger du Ventoux, classified as third category. The yellow jersey has got his team riding early to manage the time gap.
He's a good puncher. You must keep a close eye on him on short climbs.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. At ease on short climbs, mountain passes or on the flat, all he lacks is a good turn of speed when finishing in a big group.
In front, he's the best placed in the overall standing.
Only the first 4 riders to the top will score points in the mountain standings.
In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
He's the highest ranked rider for the polka dot jersey at the head of the race.
The intermediate sprint is looming for the front of the race. The first 15 riders score points towards the green jersey.
His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton. The yellow jersey was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Before arriving at Gap, the riders must climb the Col de Mons. Stage victory will surely be decided on this climb because thereafter it's downhill to the finish.
He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
His teammates are riding to protect the jersey.
The head head of the race will soon be over the top. Watch out on the way down as there are some tight bends. It would be a shame to lose everything a few kilometers from the line.
He's just fallen. That may cost him some time in the overall standings. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. We had no real ambition. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route... We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish awaiting. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong.
疲労の蓄積具合やべえな。
Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very... We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong.
あ、タイムアウトあんだ。わお。
It's the final stage, guys. It'll be a very demanding. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong.
半端じゃねえなおい。
Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. The team members...
パンチャー有利のステージか。
Hello everyone! The stage that is served up today reminds us of the great classics of cycling. The reason is that the finish is atop the renowned Mur de Huy, traditional decider of the Flèche Wallonne, with its sections of close to 20%. Certainly one of the toughest kilometers in cycling ever. He was itching to have a go. He's already on the attack.
This stage must be a part of his objectives, because his teammates are already managing the time gap.
A counter-attack already. One minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
He can ride all day long on the flat. It would be hard to say that he's in his element on short climbs or sprints. He's got a good turn of speed, but he struggles as soon as the road rises a little. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. He could be labelled as a puncher, but he's also good in the mountains. However, his top speed can be described as lethargic. He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape. He's a good sprinter, often used as lead-out rider to drive mass sprints. He's able to come up trumps on the flat, on short climbs or on mountain passes. But if he's one of two rises at the finish, it's best not to count on him.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
He's a good climber puncher over any kind of obstacle.
The peloton doesn't seem to be reacting. I think it may go all the way.
A good ruler with not too bad a punch. He should still try to get away before the finish because he's not so fast in a sprint.
His teammates are already supplying the pace to finish in a sprint. The breakaway is forewarned.
The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up. The front runners are 10 kilometers from the first intermediate sprint.
You're approaching the intermediate sprint. You're the best sprinter in the breakaway. You should manage to win the intermediate sprint. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done.
Both puncher and rouleur, he can rely on his pace if he reaches the finish in a small group.
His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if something happens. Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. He's got his teammates riding full out. You're going to have to up the pace at the front. He launched the mountain sprint. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The front of the race is in the feed zone. He can pedal far more effectively on the summit climb than on the flat.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. He's got his teammates riding full out. You're going to have to up the pace at the front. been dropped. The stage is too much for him.
Last time checked with the breakaway. 1 minute.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. Riding to the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
The breakaway's managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized. Kilometers to the finish, and 2 more difficulties on the menu. The Mur Saint-Léonard and the Mur de Louis.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. Breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way last, but watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out. Watch out, he's going on the attack. The riders will be able to take a short breather on the way down. However, they will have to stay well placed if they hope to win at the top of the Mur de Louis with its sections at nearly 20%. Another 500 meters and the riders will turn right and begin the ascent of the Mur de Louis. And they're off. The punchers will now be able to sort it out between themselves.
Breakaway is under the red pennant. To stand any chance of victory, it must tackle the short climb correctly.
Attack at the head of the peloton. It isn't the moment to stare at each other.
We were aiming for a top 10 place on this stage, and we failed. It's a pity. We were aiming for a top 10 place on this stage, and we failed. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. It's the final stage, guys. Today, it's a stage with cobbled sectors. It could get edgy. Positioning on the approach to the sectors is of vital importance. Cobblestones will make them...
Hello everyone! On this northern stage, a little over 15 kilometers of cobblestones were spread over 9 different sectors. These include those of Mont-en-Pével or LM to Bullers. Paris-Roubaix specialists know them well. However, past experience has shown us that race strategies differ greatly from spring to July. Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. He's a very good puncher who also rides very well on the flat. He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited.
He's the best placed on the overall standings in the
逃げの
breakaway.
人数が多いよ。
The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
At the front, he's the best placed in the green jersey. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group.
失敗したな。乗ればよかったな。
Before getting down to the nitty-gritty, the riders will vie with each other for the intermediate sprint of the day during their passage through Roubaix.
The head of the race is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
でも縮まってるか。ちょっとペース遅いな。
Breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
At ease on short climbs, mountain passes and on the flat, all he lacks is a good turn speed when finishing in a big group. The front runners will soon enter the feed zone. We will then be into the heart of the matter with the first paved sectors. The head of the race is 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
He is no longer the provisional yellow jersey.
The first sector to cross stretches from Brousson to the Carrefour de l'Arbre, meaning 1,100 meters of cobblestones. Positioning is key because the sector is very narrow.
Change at the top of the provisional general standing. The leader's team will have to make its mark. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
The breakaway is losing ground.
He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. He's the new leader of the overall youth standings.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap. A well-known name for the next sector, Mont-en-Pével. But the riders will cross it in the opposite direction to Paris-Roubaix and only have its first third, equivalent to 1,100 meters of a slight downhill falls flat. The upcoming sector is another name that's well known to the Paris-Roubaix faithful. Auchy-Breuvry-la-Forêt, also called Chemin des Abattoirs. The next two sectors are only separated by 1 kilometre. It's a sequence that should hurt.
He's the new leader of the overall youth standings.
Come on, only 2 sectors left.
He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings. For now, he's the virtual yellow jersey. You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid. We are the virtual leaders of the white jersey standings. Good. Keep it up. You're not doing your share of the work, and so the others no longer want to ride. Anyway, we're into the final kilometers. We can forget any ideas of cooperation.
いいとこできたな。
He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
おーし、ナイスナイス。いいぞー。
Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb. But he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish.
A few minutes ago, he was the first. He's amongst the leading. He tops the stand.
Well done, lads! Congratulations to you! We weren't even amongst the outsiders, can you imagine? Well done for this win!
お、マジ？
Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today, there's a long time trial. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage.
Hello everyone. This is a high-tension stage that is set before the riders. If breakaway candidates pay dearly for their place at the front, the main actors of the overall standing should also not go untouched by the stress of the narrow roads that they will follow. Attempt at a counter-attack. A good ruler with not too bad a punch. He should still try to get away before the finish because he's not so fast in a sprint.
He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group. His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The breakaway is losing ground. They're going to have to ride hard to read in the breakaway. With this lead, they can start to believe it.
Teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint. It's the yellow jerseys team that's taking on the chase of the breakaway. His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
The breakaway is losing ground.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. There will be 5 mountain points for the rider who's first over the top.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
The descent on which the riders are about to embark will afford them little chance of recovery. It's not particularly steep, so they'll have to keep pedaling.
He's the new leader of the overall youth standings. Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
The last climb will be decisive. The best tactic is to ride as if the finish was adjudged at the top, because afterwards it's downhill all the way. Alone at the top, the Col du Sentier no doubt offers the greatest chance of victory today. But it won't be easy to give the peloton the slip.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint. Now protect him. For now, he's the virtual yellow jersey. He'll be the new polka dot jersey. He can no longer be caught today.
Riders will have to keep focused and stay cool-headed in the last 10 kilometers. It's a winding road and the slightest mistake will be punished immediately.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
Great, guys. I wasn't expecting anything from this stage, and you bring home a podium place? Well done to you all. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should...
Hello, everyone. The stage on today's menu is not very difficult. Unfortunately for the sprinters, the uphill finish should seriously reduce their chances of raising their arms. He was itching to have a go. He's already on the attack.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
He's a good puncher. You must keep a close eye on him on short climbs.
In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings.
The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up. The riders commence the major challenges of the day. The Col de Tresvant and the Col de la Croix de Mouny. These two passes seem too far from the finish for a decisive attack to be attempted.
Here's the positions over the last climb. It's the yellow jerseys team that's taking on the chase of the breakaway.
The first rider to the top of the climb will pocket 5 points towards the mountain standings.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. The breakaway shouldn't widen the gap too much because he's got his teammates to ride. The breakaway is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
The breakaway is managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized.
He asks his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage.
Les voilà!
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
C'est bien!
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Ten kilometers from the finish, guys. Stay well placed to be able to tackle for the final short climb in a good position. The breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way last, but watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers. Okay, I'll consume a bee. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
The last 3 kilometers before the finish are uphill. Victory will require having something left in the tank. He's trying to get into the peloton. Watch out.
takes the virtual lead of the overall standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. We can say that
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A grandiose mountain stage lies before us today, with the Col du Porte d'Aspet, the Col de la Cour, the Port de l'Est, and the dreaded final climb to the Plateau de Bay. We're bound to have a great show. The mountains don't scare him. He's already trying to escape. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. A good ruler with not too bad a punch. He should still try to get away before the finish because he's not so fast in a sprint.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb. The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
The Col de la Cour is getting close for the men at the front. It's a 14-kilometer climb with an average of 5.7%.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. It's the Yellow Jerseys team that's taking on the chase of the breakaway. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
A few more kilometers before contesting the intermediate sprint. It will be surprising if the sprinters are still able to score points after the passes that have just been climbed.
The tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. We are the virtual leaders of the white jersey standings. Good. Keep it up.
The gap isn't changing much. The Port de l'Est is a first category climb. As a result, there will be points for the first 6 to the top.
He's the new leader of the overall youth standings. His teammates are riding to protect the jersey. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap. Okay, I'm coming to protect you. I'll consume a feed. The yellow jersey was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings. being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
1.5 minutes lead to the head of the race over the favourites. The lead riders 1 minute 30 on the favourites. The riders up front have a 1 minute lead on the favourites group.
His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap. He's still got something in the tank. He's putting his foot down in the relays. Our relay.
10 kilometres for the lead riders.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Today's victor, in addition to the stage win, will pick up 25 points in the polka dot jersey standings, as the finish is classified all category.
The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
He's attacking! Only 2 kilometers left to the lead riders. No one has yet gained an advantage over his rivals. This should come down to a sprint. "30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. He's amongst the leading riders.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging and... We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punches, and an opportunity to lead the general class. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. It's the final stage, guys. It's a day in the month. Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage. Finishing in the top 10, even though the stage didn't suit us, is very satisfying. Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today, there's a long time trial on the program. Unsurprisingly, victory should go to a specialist of the discipline. Let's be clear, our chances of getting into the top 10 are slim. Try to limit the damage. Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory... Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi, guys. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. Hi, guys. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. It's the final stage, guys. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today, there's a long time trial on the program. Unsurprisingly, victory should go to a specialist of the discipline. Let's be clear, our chances of getting into the top 10 are slim. Try to limit the damage. We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is, you didn't prove me wrong. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish
This is more than likely. We don't have what it takes to be in the final sprint. If we want to make a showing, we'll have to be in the early breakaway. Have a good stage.